So we already had the Scarlett drama, but ooh, when I tell you, it is getting feisty. It is getting hot. It is getting spicy in Disney. Woo! The House of Mouse has got some trouble. It's some trouble in paradise, y'all. I'm trying. Oh, it's so bad in that. So this is something I had told y'all in the last when I broke down and I explained the whole ScarJo thing. Now I speculated this, and it, according to this insider, it seems to my speculation might have been right. What I speculated, remember when I told y'all the difference between Bob Chapek and Bob Iger? Bob Chapek being the new CEO, and Bob Iger was Bob Iger basically revolutionized Disney, Marvel, and all of that, taking Disney stock from like $20 to $100 something. Like this man, like really, improved Disney by leaps and bounds. He handed Bob Chapek basically a golden egg, and Bob Chapek was like, yo, let's crack this and make some omelets. And it's like, yo, what you doing? It's not even broke. Why are you trying to fix things that ain't broke? Because what Bob Iger tried to do, he put Kevin Feige in charge. He put all the creative people. He was like, yo, we gonna get rid of all this, bureaucracy and politics. Man, we gonna put the best people that know. If you know movies, you gonna make the decisions. If you know comics, you gonna make the decisions. If you know theme parks, you gonna make the decisions. Sounds simple, right? Bob Chapek was like, I'm about to bring in my homeboy from investment banking that ain't got no experience in dealing with talent. I'm gonna put him in charge of distribution, and then I'm gonna let him do all this other stuff. And now you're wondering why it is that y'all have all these public relation issues with ScarJo. This never would have happened under Bob Iger. So this article right here is where it definitely breaks down all the gossip and everything. Now, I did hold on. This is perfect timing. Perfect timing. My man, Brandon K. Avery, Just My Opinion Reviews, late to the party, but I'm here. Thumbs up, everyone. ScarJo rules. Bob Chapek sucks. Get him out of here. You think the board will boot Chapek out? That's a good question. I feel like they're going to give him a chance to clean this up because everybody gets one, right? But if he keeps on messing up, then I hope he's out personally. That's just me. Because if you don't know how to deal with talent, you don't understand how to keep your image. Because I've been trying to tell people, a CEO's job, yes, you're supposed to make money for the company, but at the same time, you're also supposed to not make the company look bad. This makes Disney look bad. Disney already had a bad reputation in the past when it came to dealing with people and their money. This don't make, look, right now, a lot of people are cheering for ScarJo. I'm cheering for ScarJo. Get your money. But at the same time, Disney is not looking too good because they aired out this woman's contract. They said like, yo, we pay her $20 million. You don't do that. That you let the insiders, the outlets and stuff, you let them talk about the money. But you, the contractee, the person in business, you don't get your head, you don't announce a paper like that. That's man, unprofessional. And then to go and basically defame her character by saying that she was being insensitive about the pandemic and everything. That makes Disney look real petty. But I'm gonna let y'all know this now. This whole breakdown, me and my man Brandon K. Avery on Just My Opinion Reviews. Go subscribe to his channel. I just did a roundtable with him and another brother from Movie Files, Elliot. Y'all definitely want to go check him out as well. We talk about all of this in more details. Definitely something you want to go check out. So go subscribe to his channel. You can find it on my channel favorites and stuff. So if you go to my channel, look under the recommended channels, you can find my man right there. And you can see the video that we all did together where we go through this entire article, break it down piece by piece. But all I can say right now, just to kind of give you an idea, Bob Iger is quote unquote mortified at the fact that all this stuff. Remember how we talked about how Kevin Feige was pissed off that he was mad behind closed doors? Well, So is Bob Iger. Bob Iger is like, I can't believe this is going on. Like, what are you doing? So that's what that is. It gets juicier. It gets juicier. So if you want the full breakdown, go subscribe to my man. Go check out his video. I'm on there. Brand is on there. My man Elliot is on there. We go through the whole thing. You won't regret it. He Who Run Face. Come on now, top supporter. Let's go. Disney has a contract with theaters to require 2 to 3 months of showings with a dedicated screen. But I think what this model showed is that premiere access is valuable after a month. Shang-Chi will be the first 45-day release. Yeah, so, the release window is something that in the past, it was always like 60 to 90 days, right? So you have a movie, let it do its thing in the theaters. 3 months later, it's on DVD, and you can do whatever you need to do with it. Now, I do agree that streaming is valuable, but the thing is, after a month, when you shorten that window, that's the problem, right? Because if you were to sit here and tell me that there's a movie coming out, let's just say it's not like something super highly anticipated. It's not Endgame or not. Let's say it's Ant-Man, like the first one. I don't know. Maybe I want to see it. I'm not going to be rushing and breaking my neck to go watch that immediately. I mean, I would, but I'm just saying if I was an average person not doing movie stuff, I might not want to go rush to the theaters for it if I know it's going to drop in like 30 days. I mean, that was the case with Mulan. Remember when Mulan dropped during the pandemic and it was like $30? We was like $30 for Mulan? $30 for Mulan? And it's coming out in 30 days? Ah, what that's got laugh? What? Man, I'll wait for that. I'm not gonna sit here and pay you money for that. So like the release window is what matters. Now, the critical thing that they should do is expand the release window and then drop it to streaming, right? Because now what ends up happening for us, the audience, when a movie drops and it's like a big theatrical thing, it becomes and feels like an event. It feels like, man, I gotta go check this out, because if I don't go check this out now, in 2-3 months from now, the hype is gonna fade. You're probably gonna feel that FOMO, fear of missing out, and maybe you want to do something with your friends, go out together, whatever the case is. So increasing that window is critical, and I think that's the best way, the best compromise, right? Streaming, you're gonna get your money. Theaters, you're gonna have your time to shine, get your money in as well. And for us, the audience, if you care about it, go to the theater. If you don't care about it, but you still want to see it, just wait. And it'll be right there in your home. 45 days is a lot better than 90 days to watch something. So I think that's the perfect way to go about it. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But I get the feeling that they're not about to keep this going. I don't see it happening. Listen, look, I don't hate Ant-Man. It's just the fact that wasn't nobody checking for Ant-Man when it came out. Nobody cared about Ant-Man when it came out. And even when it came out, the thing made a couple $100 million. It ain't break no records. Look, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right, Derek Gaines, what's going on, brother? With the way things are, my AMC stock is losing money big time. My Disney stock is picking up. I don't think the theaters will recover. Tegan says, hi, hey, what's going on? How are you doing, young lady? Yeah, hey, bro, I got both stocks, so I know what you mean. But no, I do believe that theaters are going to come back. Like I said, Disney's the only one right now. I read this stupidly long article, and it was about the theater owners guild or whatever, and like the head person was talking about it, and he was saying how all the other studios, Paramount, HBO, Universal, all these other studios, they're not doing this dual release thing anymore. They're not doing it. At least they're not committing to it. HBO just recently talked about, HBO dropped all the movies for 2021. HBO just came out and said that, we're going to start making movies exclusively for theatrical release. Even Netflix is talking about making some movies just for the theater. So, now, of course, You still got the whole Delta variant thing. You still got the whole vaccination thing. You know, you still got people wanting to exercise the freedoms. Whatever. Okay, so some things are still up in the air, but I personally believe that one way or another, theaters are going to survive. It's going to be a bumpy road, but I do think they will survive because, like I've been saying for so long, there's too much money to be made. They make way too much money. Yes, they might have to split it up, amongst different parties, but there's way too much money to be made with theaters and stuff. So I think that they will be okay. But like I said, I think it's going to be a bumpy route, a road to get there. But man, thank you so much. I think my man Brandon Avery just sent me some breaking news. Let me see what he said. Bear with me for a second. Apparently, this is breaking, hot off the press news that he wants me to look at immediately. SAG-AFTRA, President Disney's using gender shaming and bullying tactics over Scarlett Johansson lost. Ooh, they pulled out the gender card. Disney should be ashamed of themselves for resorting to tired tactics of gender shaming and bullying, the leader of the Performers Union said in a statement. Actors must be compensated for their work. According to their contract, Scarlett Johansson is shining a white-hot spotlight on the improper shifts in compensation that companies are attempting to slip by talent as distribution models change. There's more. Nobody in any field of work should fall victim to surprise reductions in expected compensation. It is unreasonable and unjust. Disney and other content companies are doing very well and can certainly live up to their obligations to compensate the performers whose art and artistry are responsible for the corporation's profits. Hoo-wee! Let me tell you. This is what I'm saying. What did I tell y'all? Hold on. What did I tell y'all before about the job of a CEO? I told y'all. But right now, this is working out in ScarJo's favor. Why? Because the moment you put this out in public, which by the way, it didn't have to be. Remember that article I told you? Go read that article or go watch that video with me and Just My Opinion Reviews where we break it down. This lawsuit was not a surprise. This was not something that Disney was like, oh, what happened? How you suing us? This was something that was trying to be handled behind closed doors. But Disney was trying to act buck. They was like, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. Do something, sucker, do something. Matter of fact, just recently, Disney's lawyer just came out and said that the whole Black Widow lawsuit was an orchestrated PR campaign. And ScarJo and her people was like, cool, we're going to put it in the court of public opinion. Because at the end of the day, Disney does care about their bottom line, but they care about their image even more. So the moment ScarJo put that out in public, she was like, guess what, Disney?
I choose violence.
And it was as simple as that. It was as simple as that because now, not only does ScarJo have the court of public opinion, but she's got the theater owners like guild or group or whatever. They also jumping in on her side. Then you got the SAG-AFTRA people coming in, the guild with all the actors and stuff. Now they coming in. You also got Time's Up. Time's Up was like basically the advocacy group for sexual assault victims and so on and so forth, basically calling out the industry. They also came out and called on Disney because they was like, yo, why you pulling this gender card on ScarJo? We didn't see you do none of this with nobody else and with Emma Stone too. So it's just a coincidence that it's two women that might be that suing you and might be suing you. Oh, yikes, yikes. Ay. Oh, it's so spicy. Oh, she's shooting bullets. You see that? And they got she out there like, yo, Disney, what's up? Say some smile for you, girl. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, that's a man. Y'all gonna need some kumbaya time or something. Look, I'm trying to tell you the best option right now. Bob Iger is gonna have to come down and he's gonna have to be like, yo, Chapek, come on over here, bro. All of this noise, take this in the back room, y'all hash it out, y'all be quiet, y'all pay her something. Maybe you don't pay her the full amount. I mean, I think you should give her whatever she needs, but come to a settlement and be like, yo, you know what? There was a big misunderstanding. We all good now. Because this is the comparison I give this is kind of like with and I hate to use this, but with my own basketball team, the Chicago Bulls. You know, when you got a franchise, you don't want to mess up with your franchise players. Because guess what? Even if your relationship is bad, other players are looking at that. So when you part ways with that one player, you save a little bit of money or whatever. Guess what? That franchise player, they're going to go to other teams and be like, hey, don't go play for the Bulls. The management sucks. That's why ever since Jordan, we've been just kind of boo-boo. Okay? I mean, now we kind of coming back. You know, we made some moves and everything. But that's a whole nother conversation. But if Disney wants to keep their future relationships intact with talent, you don't go messing with and tarnishing the record and defaming one of the highest paid female actresses in the industry, because other actors are going to be like, man, if you did that to ScarJo, what you going to do to me? You know, so all I'm saying is they better hash this out, do a settlement, cut some checks. Hey, look, fire the PR person. Put it on the PR person if you really got to. Like, you need to do something to save your image, because right now Disney's not looking good. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.